Here he comes now. We'll walk in behind the corn planter some, and we'll see how that's doing. He's on his last pass right now. I don't believe. Yeah, he's on his last pass. Well, how's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday morning. We're on our way to the field. I've got a skid of seed on the pickup here along with some fuel. Before we get started, I'm going to put some closing wheels on the corn planter. I did do some no-till last week. I was hoping to have these wheels before I did that, but I did not get them in time. They didn't actually come in till yesterday. What these are is a Schaffert closing wheel. It's what they call their Mohawk wheel. So we're gonna go ahead and get them on there. I've got to put some seed in the corn planter. I've got to fill with fuel and fertilizer and all that crap. I got to do a heavy service on it too. It hasn't been greased in a couple hundred acres. So we're gonna try these closing wheels out. I got enough closing wheels to put one on each side of the closing wheel frame. I ended up ordering 18 wheels, so I do have 2 extras. I might go ahead and throw them on two rows so that I have 2 of the toothed closing wheels on 2 row units. What we've run in the past is the regular plastic / rubber closing wheels that are they're the factory wheels. So I wanted to try something different. We do want to do a little more no-till this year, and I think these are going to be a little better to close up the trench. I did 35, something like 35 acres of no-till in the sod Friday night into Saturday morning. The 30-acre piece was dry, and that trench closed up well. It didn't close up real well, but it closed up, good enough. The 5-acre piece, however, that was wet, and that didn't close up too well. So I don't know what we're going to do with that. We are just going to have to kind of watch that. But these closing wheels here should do the job. The other thing they're going to gain us on is these wetter conditions that we've been in. I probably should have put these on the beginning of the season, but I did not. So we're going to go ahead and try these out. If the 2 rows that I ended up putting a double closing wheel on, if those do well, I'm going to end up ordering the rest of them to put on the rest of the corn planter. Now these companies that sell these wheels, they want you to put 2 on each row unit, because that's what there is now. There's 2 plastic / rubber closing wheels on each row unit. But anybody that I've talked to that are running them on their corn planter, they're running 1 and 1. They're running the rubber / plastic closing wheel, or a metal one, and a tooth style closing wheel. I did end up talking to Yetter the other day, but our area supplier was completely out of them, and I thought I was going to be able to get my hands on a set of Yetters, but we're going to try these out. They look like they're going to do the job. The one thing that you want, from what I understand, to watch with putting these closing wheels on, you want to make sure you're not plucking the seed out, which these look like the spikes look like they're about 1.25 inches long, and we're running the seed in at about 2 inches or a little more. So we should do all right there, but we're going to have to keep an eye on it. So we're going to get to the field, get these wheels on there, and we'll show you how they look. And we'll also show you how they perform. I've got a camera on the back of the corn planter, and we'll take a look at each row, or take a look at each style closing wheel to see how they do. We're running in a worked ground situation. We have chisel plowed this ground, and we have also run the disc across it. So we are pretty good there as far as having enough dirt to move around to cover up the seed with. But we have had some wet conditions this year that on a normal year you would not plant in the type of conditions that we have planted in. But it's just the type of year that it is. So let's get these wheels on there, and we'll rejoin you once we get going here. Yeah, we'll do a little walk around this corn planter while that's going. Fertilizer. This is the style closing wheels that we have on there now. So we're gonna take and put one of the two closing wheels on there and leave the regular one there on each row unit except for two of them. So we'll let fuel get done filling and get the fertilizer in there. Then we've got to run the grease gun around it, get seed loaded in, then we'll get them closing wheels on there. Looks like we've got a little bit of a carcass over here. I don't know, that must be a deer or something. So I'll have to get that out of the way. We'll end up running part of that rib cage through the freaking tire of the chopper or something. So looks like I got enough on that back tank. We'll get that shut off and let that front tank fill a little more. And then I think I'm going to send this truck home to get reloaded with product here. So we'll get the rest of the stuff in this, and we'll get them closing wheels on there. All right, we're just getting underway here. We've got, we're full of fuel, we're full of fertilizer and seed. While I was putting the seed in, Jay went around and greased the whole corn planter. So we've got all our wheels setting out here. We're gonna put one on the left side of the planter, and we're gonna put a closing wheel on the right side of the planter. So a friend of mine called me the other day, and we were talking on the phone a little bit, and he does quite a bit of no-till, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna put some toothed closing wheels on the planter. I've got some ordered, and he said he was running a different kind, and he said, watch it, put on one side of the planter, put them on one side, and then the other side put them on the other, so that the corn planter doesn't walk one way or the other. So I thought that was a good idea, and so that's why we're doing that, by putting them on one side of the planter and the opposite side of the other. It makes the planter toe true, whatever. So we're gonna get these off in there and set the new ones all back on. Alright, we've gave you a look at all three different examples. We started with row 11 and 12 that had traditional rubber slash plastic style closing wheels, and then we shown you the two toothed closing wheels together on 13 and 14, and then we put you on one of them frames there. I think it was row number 5 with one plastic slash rubber wheel and the toothed closing wheel. Now what we're going to show you is we're going to show you the whole reason why we're having to cover up the trench. I pulled up the closing wheel frame on row number 4, and we're just going to run about 50 feet with that pulled up in the air, and we'll show you what that trench looks like opened up. We've shown you what it looks like closed. Now we're going to show you what it looks like opened up. Actually, you know what? I've got to put my camera on row number 5, so I'm going to pull up row number 5. I can stick it to that reflective bracket. So we're going to move that strap down to row number 5. Alright, now row 5 is pulled up out of the way, and we're going to just leave that trench open for about 50 feet, just to kind of show you what that looks like. Alright, so there we have the trench is opened up, and of course you can see the seeds. Bang, 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 bang. So you can see the seeds not covered up, and being that those seeds aren't covered up, if you weren't covering the trench good enough, that row wouldn't grow all that well. You can see the seed all down in there. So that's what the purpose of the closing wheel, that's the job it's doing, is it's covering that all back up. So we'll just run down through here like that, cover this up, and we'll get back planting here. We're gonna let this guy go and get to planting here. With one hand. There. Just put it back in the setting like that, and we'll get moving. How's everybody doing today? It's been a few days since we've been back to talking about these closing wheels on this corn planter, but I ended up putting the other side on closing wheel frame. I ended up putting the other toothed closing wheel on there. We were running one plastic wheel and one toothed wheel, and I liked the outcome of the wheel so much I ended up putting another one on there. We're planting, we're actually no-tilling right now into some sod. We had this sprayed here a couple, 3 weeks ago, and we're planting into it here now. This green stuff is just fertilizer, but we're covering up our trench pretty good. He's going to be coming back through by us here in a minute, and we'll walk in behind the corn planter and just see what kind of a job those wheels are doing, covering up the seed trench here. We were leaving part of the trench open with the plastic wheels, and now it's doing a real nice job. It's crumbling the sidewall here, and it's knocking it right back into place, and it's getting this trench all covered up nicely here. So here he comes now. We'll walk in behind the corn planter some, and we'll see how that's doing. He's on his last pass right now. I don't believe, yeah, he's on his last pass. So we'll just walk behind the corn planter here, and we'll see how she's doing. A little tougher than you think walking behind the corn planter, but we're doing it. We're getting her done. So, I was, like I was saying, I was pretty satisfied. You probably can't even hear me now, but I was pretty satisfied with the job these were doing. I ended up putting them on both sides. Well, that's gonna do her, folks. We are done with this field. We're gonna move on to a conventional environment again, a conventional tilled field. We're gonna be back in the worked ground. We've got to set up our we got to set our closing wheel spring pressure back to a tilled situation. So I don't know. I think they're going to do the job both in no-till and in a worked ground environment. So we're going to go back through. I put all the pressure on the closing wheel spring frames. I set them at the maximum pressure to make sure that we're using all the pressure to close that trench back up. So we're going to put that back in the softest setting on the closing wheel frame so that we're not using as much pressure, because we're going to be going back into a worked ground environment. So what'd you think of that? Huh? What do you think of these closing wheels? Pretty neat, ain't they? Yeah. Alright folks, so that's going to do it for this video, and we will catch you at the next one. Hey, we got to set these. Let's set these. That's going to 1. There. Alright, so we're going to get to the next field here, and if those soil conditions are harder there, we'll have to set it back one more notch, but I feel in that first notch is more than good to take care of it. So with that being said, folks, thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.